Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. This channel, again, is in coordination with the teaching. And the teaching of this day, for those of you who are here for the class, will be profound. Class 2 is not quite as Class 1 was. For now we start to see the esoterics of the beauty and majesty of human DNA. You cannot look at DNA anymore as the chemical tree of life. From this particular class forward, all that you will see and hear are concepts. You have to turn a page of your reality, you might say, into an area which now is multidimensional. You're going to hear that term. You're going to also be aware of the discussion, suddenly, of esoteric things. The tree of life, as discussed yesterday, the biological layer, filled with magic indeed, communication, receptivity, all of those things being a transmitter and a receiver for what? And the answer is for all the other things that you're about to learn. Residing in the DNA are multi-dimensional energies that belong to you. The you that is divine, the you that is the soul, the you whose name you don't even know. We've said it many times. Is it possible that as you stand there or sit there and see yourself perhaps even in the mirror, that there is a lineage and a history that is profound that you're really not aware of? What if, as you stand there or sit there or look at yourself in the mirror, there is an entourage around you that you're not aware of? All of this is true, dear ones. It's part of the plan. It's almost like you are plucked from a beautiful, magnificent garden in color and put into a black and white desert called the planet Earth. That is a metaphor for the shift of dimensions that you go through when you get here. And there's so much you are not aware of. It's like a veil is there hiding all the things that are truly you. Walking on this planet as a soul, only a fraction of you is there. That is the biological you. And yet, behind that veil, it's all there. Most humanity says, well, the veil is somewhere else. And we will see that veil and we will go beyond that veil in death. And this is the concept and always has been. What if, dear ones, that veil belonged to you? The veil is a metaphor of an exposure to that which is hidden and available all the time. The masters of this planet taught that very thing. That if you understand and know things about that which is your majesty, about that which you can control that you didn't think you could, all things become possible. The masters who walked the planet, so many of them seem to do so many miraculous things. Many of them, not just one. Imagine a master who could live 900 years or more. That's a gift. It's a gift of understanding and knowing that the biology is totally controllable. The other masters imagine creating things out of nothing. Imagine the healing properties of others. What if every single one of these was available to all humanity? The masters who walked this planet told you it was. In so many times, in so many hidden metaphors, they told you it was. So many of them says, as you see me, you are. This has been the message over and over to humanity, who often sits there and doesn't understand that. I'm here to tell you, You are at the cusp of understanding that. A journey, perhaps, into your soul. That is what is in your DNA. But more. That veil that we talk about is truly something that is perceived. It is not something that exists somewhere else after you die. It lives within you, that veil. It is liftable by consciousness, awareness, aha experiences. Your DNA contains multidimensional energies, and that means it's not localized to your body. Kryon, what are you talking about? Our DNA is in our body. Yes, it is indeed. If you have a television transmitter and you're sitting at home watching your television set, where is the picture? And you'll say, it's in my television set. No, it is not. It's at the transmitter. Or is it in the receiver? You see, when you get to a multidimensional area of thinking and perception, linear things start to disappear. The DNA is carried in your body as a receiver and a transmitter for multidimensional parts and pieces, including your guides and your angels, your reality, the veil itself, your awareness, and more. The study today is in the human divine layers. The study is something that is difficult for many because you have to understand some premises before you get that which is cognizing the facts. The class today will begin in a moment. We tell you these things. There are those who listen to this channel who will not be seeing the class. I say to them, there is so much more, dear ones, than you know. And so much of it is in the majesty of your own chemistry. That's what these classes are about. When this class begins, I will tell you this. You may have to listen many times to what the teachers are giving you. You may have to read it in some of the periodicals and some of the publishing that is available to you. But it goes in quite often in piecemeal because you're not designed to understand multidimensional things. You're designed to get pieces and parts in a way that there would be an aha experience when you see the circle of the way they've put together. This is the way you learn, dear ones. You know it from school. When you're given concepts over and over in one day, they snap together and you say, now I understand. So it is the same here. I would like today to begin with the understanding that this class, number 2 of 4, is the beginning of the magic. And so it is.
Well, welcome back, everyone, from the break. I hope you've had time to kind of assimilate some of the information we've been presenting. Lee, I believe we keep expanding our knowledge more and more.
I think that's normal with the teachers, that any teachers. In fact, in metaphysics, will tell you the same thing, that they have aha experiences even if they teach.
And I think it's our collective soul group that has gathered to hear this information. That's what we also feel. So we're going to move into a channel from Kryon, and to help us prepare for that, I have some affirmations where we can address the DNA layers that we spent time teaching today. And so I invite you to close your eyes, and you may wish to place a hand on your heart as I say these affirmations. Dear layers 4 and 5, my angelic name. Dear guides and angels inside. Dear guides and angels outside. Come closer, come closer, come closer. I give permission for a meld with my guides and angels. I rejoice in my connection and the elevated consciousness I carry. Dear Layer 6, my higher self. My higher self is the portal of communication to the God within me. I am God and shall be forever. And I invite you to gently place your hands now on your lap, and from this energetic posture, we invite the beautiful, loving messages from Kryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. This is the concluding channel for a class called Class 2 of the 12 Layers of DNA Explanation. I give you this because there are those who will hear this channel who have not heard anything prior. But the channel can stand alone because it responds to the information which all can know. Even those who didn't take the class can know. Because it is a common experience with so many humans that they can feel so much more than that which they were told a simple biological body can experience. There are those who will then go perhaps into that euphoria of spiritual awareness. Some have called it even an out-of-body experience when you somehow go beyond that which your brain then can give you, according to that which is chemical or that which is a synapse. There are those who have gone beyond it. But then there are those who have glimpsed it in all of its glory and its magnificence. I speak to those who have had a peek behind the curtain. There is an entire lineage of events and books and experiences around near death. It's an expression that many have used for having clinically died on the planet, whether it's in a hospital or not. And so many of these experiences are related to you in all languages as the same. Something happens, something that is unique to the human experience, because you are the ones with the souls. And they tell a story that you cannot fathom. Those who have spent a little time in that tunnel going toward that light, it's not just a cliche, dear ones. That is what happens. But so many of them got to the end of that tunnel, and we're about to open the door, which all of you would call end of life, death. And instead of what they were told they would get or receive at that point in time by any leaders on this planet who were supposed to be those with spiritual information, instead of that, they got something they didn't expect for a moment or two, and that's all it took. They opened the door and then have a revelation of what was there. And the revelation that they received was not in 3D. They could write books, but it still wouldn't be the revelation, because all that was them at that moment was sucked into love, became love. Compassion flowed both ways into every single piece of DNA in their body, every single cell. They were overwhelmed, overcome, and in that brief moment they saw a truth that they can't even explain, a truth that's beyond explanation, because They saw things you don't know are even there. They saw a grandness. They saw a plan. They saw everyone who ever existed on this planet that they ever knew or loved or lost. They saw themselves in many different ways. They saw smiles. They saw joy. They saw light. They heard their name, and the door slammed shut. And they come back to an operating room, or lying on a table, or lying on a floor, or anything else, and they open their eyes, and the first thing they say is, why didn't you leave me alone and let me go? You see, they saw the soul. They saw what is hiding that we teach. The 12 layers of DNA study starts to linearize everything I've said to you, so that you can take a peek at what might be inside you in 12 layers that we have put together as the names of God, to give you the impression right away that you're studying that which is the Creator. There have been criticisms of what we channel and what I teach that say, how dare any human being say, I am God? How blasphemous is this? How stupid and silly is this? And they would share that with the doctrines that they have, and they'd all laugh out loud and say, well, those people are crazy, until they have a near-death experience and they open the door and they know it's right. You see, the Creator is inside you. It doesn't mean you are the Creator. It means that made in His image is literal. The image is God. You're made in the image of God, which is love and compassion and benevolence. You're made in the image of that Creator. That's what it means. It means that God is inside. You are a piece of the Creator. You can say, I am God. And that is not blasphemous. That is magnificent. And it starts to reveal a grander truth, that maybe, just maybe, there's so much more than what you think. Maybe, just maybe, there's hope where you didn't think there was hope before. Maybe, just maybe, that there is no judgment for you, no matter what you have done, only love. Maybe there is a grander plan that includes you, your life, your name, in a way that is so much more loving than anyone ever told you. Maybe you could pick yourself up, no matter what you've done, what's happened to you, where you are, and understand this is simply a piece and a part of something grander, dear ones, that you are. That angelic name that was studied today, that took two layers of the 12 of DNA to teach, that angelic name is celebrated all through the universe. Did you know that? All of you are, because you are a piece of the whole of the Creator. I hope you can wrap your consciousness around this concept, that it's so much larger than any doctrine on the earth or rules that you have, that it's not another doctrine, it's not another religion. It becomes the truth. The truth encompasses love and compassion, a reason for being, a part of all things that exist, an interconnection with all the energies of humanity and the earth, all that is on the other side of the veil, or that you see in the stars. That is in your name. Think about that one. And so it is.